And bam, we're back with another episode of the Portable Clint Show. I've got a very favorite guest of mine. I don't know this guy as much as I would like, but I've always admired him from afar, and he always cracks me up. And he's going to do my own introduction.
What?
Go ahead.
Welcome back to the pop-up Clint, portable Clint Show.
Portable Clint
No
Show.
longer do you have to wait in line for a big, highly produced, big budget thing. This thing happens upstairs at the Grove. Now your host, the guy with the hat who's trying to turn the camera, Clint.
Yeah.
Does that work?
That works.
All right, we'll fade
Guys,
the music down.
all right.
Be real pro about it.
That's what I love about Scott Parkin. He's always up for something really quick. You don't have to talk him into anything. He just says
true.
yes.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of scruples and I don't have a lot going on. So.
Well, but Scott, I'm not kidding you. Every time you post something, it's funny. You, first of all, Scott Parkin, how long have you been in this business, Scott?
I left college to work in morning radio when I was 21 years old.
Okay, where was that?
That was from Sacramento to Tulsa.
Okay, but here's what I'm going to start off with.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say I've always admired you from afar because you cracked me up. I think I've already covered that.
Do you remember we did that? We did a T-Mobile commercial.
We did,
together.
but I don't think we did it together.
Oh no,
I
was right next to you. I was right next to you.
No.
We were both in chairs.
I know. I did another spot.
You don't have to brag.
Well, no, I didn't do the spot. You filmed right after I did. We were on the set together. That's why you're getting confused.
Yeah, but I remember being right next to you, and they had a couple wide shots, a couple of stabs. You aren't that impacted by me, but I'm quite impacted by you.
Okay, well, listen.
So,
Scott, I did, for the
Sorry,
first
I don't have
time.
the normal hat.
Yeah, he doesn't have his normal hat, which really bums me out.
Yeah.
But Scott, I'm going to start off with something very important because I looked at your
Okay.
IMDb page and something stuck out to me big time. Walker, Texas Ranger.
oh yeah.
You were on a
On a
classic
couple
show.
episodes.
Couple episodes.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, Clint, thanks for bringing up my vast IMDb page. I was also the voice of Naturally Stoned, which was a show for Chuck Woolery's reality show.
I saw that.
He had a
I
hit
saw
called
that.
Naturally Stoned.
Sure.
I don't have a lot of stuff up there. I lived in Dallas. I moved to my second radio gig was in Dallas. I worked at KZEW, the giant classic rock station before they called it that, and then KZPS. And it shot Walker, Texas Ranger shot in Dallas.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it was a huge show because,
Huge.
especially in Asia, because it had cowboys and karate. So it was really big. And so, Dallas is not a giant market. It's a wonderful market and a great place. I enjoyed my time there, and I missed the people terribly. But we're a very tight-knit community of actors. So after 6 seasons, it was like, have you been on this? No. All right, you're the killer. so I got to play a guy who had his arm broken by a bad guy. We were arm wrestling, and he breaks my arm. And guess what my line was after he breaks my arm?
What was your line?
Just take a stab.
Oh, you broke my arm.
That's exactly what it was.
Wow.
Can you do that again? But a little...
You broke my arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got chosen for that because I have very hairy arms.
Did you really get picked for that reason?
I put my arm out there, and they said, "Say you broke your arm," and I said, "Hey, and then okay." And the name of the character, Harry, Hairy, and then I got to play another one. I got to play a guard leading a victim to the electric chair.
And they didn't mind that you were a different character on another episode.
No, it was a year apart.
Year apart. Okay.
Yeah. And I had a mustache. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
They didn't care. So, but it was like it was so cheesy. It was something like the click, the big handle and the ratted down his things and sliced his pants, so you could tie the thing. And then there's a phone call.
Right.
Imagine that.
Okay.
And then the guy goes, "Yeah. All right." And then he says to me, and then I said, "Stinking Supreme Court says Texas gets to kill you." And
Was that your line?
Yeah, that was it.
Did you mess up at all?
Stinking Supreme Court says Texas gets to kill you. Something like that.
Okay.
But and I wanted to add something to it, but I didn't smoke, so I tried peanuts, I tried toothpicks, and they didn't like any of it, so I just said it that way.
Did you really try that stuff, though, Scott?
No, I didn't do it. I was talking about how I wanted to do because there was one line where you're supposed to go, "Look, Walker, I didn't smoke, so when I was rehearsing, I was like." I try a toothpick or something? Can I do sun seeds? Like, look, Walk, it just doesn't have the same effect.
You're right.
Smoking,
You're right. Okay. So you did 2 episodes of Walker, and after that, did you say, "Hey, man, I want to go to Hollywood"? Or what? Tell me about that.
No, it was quite a bit. I did an episode of Dangerous Curves too. Dangerous Curves was shot there too. We used to call it Dangerous Underwear because when anyone would die, and it was always a girl, she was always in her underwear. I started a 4-level. I've been with 4 to 5 Doctors, which was the #1 group there. Tom Blackwood, Ed Yeager, Mark Walters, Vince Davis, Bob Coonrod,
name dropping,
Julie Johnson. Yeah, really good performers. And that sort of disbanded when Ed came out to Hollywood.
Ed, who's Ed?
Ed Yeager.
Okay,
He wrote Gary and Mary the show.
Okay, yes, okay.
Life. He's at Last Man Standing.
That's an important thing you just said, but go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, it didn't disband, but it wasn't as cutting edge and interesting for me. So eventually, I had done that for 3 or 4 more years, and then Randy Bennett, who was one of the founding members of the Groundlings, moved to New Mexico and started a Groundlings 4-level thing in Dallas. So I was about to move to LA in '96.
Okay.
And I stayed because of that. So I stayed and did that for 2 years. And then I got married and I was ready to go. I pretty much topped out in Dallas as much as I thought I could do. And so I really wanted to go try and be on a sitcom out here in Los Angeles.
Okay, so you moved out here.
I did.
And then tell me how long until you booked your first gig?
I was doing a lot of commercials at the time, so I had some stuff running in Dallas. Very happy about that, but I was able to book some voiceover like within the first month. I signed with ICM, so that was huge. I had from Randy Bennett knew a guy upstairs at ICM, so I walked through Denzel Washington, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it here. So I had a good demo, and I felt like I was good. I'm good. I was good. Sorry. I'm trying to be
No, that's
confident.
good. Go ahead.
But I was good, and I was able to. I booked Earthlink and the Warehouse Records. All these things that don't live anymore.
Yeah.
I don't blame myself. I thought I did good. The company's just the model wasn't going to work. So I did that, and then I started booking some commercials, on-camera commercials, and away we go.
Okay, so you're out here, and then you had a daughter.
I did.
Which she's sitting right here.
She's right here. You can't see her.
You can't see her.
This is her shirt. She drew this shirt.
From
Black Mirror.
But one of the reasons why I wanted you on the show is because I admire y'all's relationship. Like, I see you guys on Facebook and Instagram, and you guys seem like have a fun life. Don't you have like movie night every night or something like that?
We watch a shit ton of TV. I'm a soccer player, and she's not a big sport. She's a nerd. Singing, voiceover thing. So we play. We play badminton in the front, but a lot of our. It's just she and I. She's been So I've been single dad since I was asked to stop being married when she was 3.
Okay, but the reason why I'm bringing it up, so she's followed along your footsteps, right?
I would say she's on a little different path. She's more of an artist, voiceover, singer, and I'm more of a freelance shepherd mime.
Okay. But
I mean, she has phenomenal voiceover. She's great. She has perfect pitch as a singer, so she can do a lot of voices and accents and characters. And she's been raised around it. She started reading at ICM when she was 4. She read very early already, so she read early, but her mom wouldn't let her do the gig she booked, so we had to stop for a while, and then at 16, she ended up with just me.
Okay, brag about her. Tell me what show she's working on. Didn't she do some fan art or something like that and it got picked up?
She's done fan art for this, which is a Black Mirror episode. So every member of the cast of the USS Callister, the Emmy Award-winning Jimmy Simpson, come on, help me out.
Krista Milioti.
Milanka Brooks.
Charlie Brooker.
The creator of the whole series. All of them have her shirt. And some of them, the gaffer and the sound guy, and they all started finding her off Instagram and getting the shirt. So she sold 300 of these shirts.
What's her handle on Instagram?
At Parkin Art.
At Parkin Art.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
And she used to do a thing she painted the same board over and over with different paintings.
Yes. Other thing she does is a frame study. So she's done these, what we call them, are show shirts. And she's done one for Peaky Blinders, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, what else?
All right.
Umbrella Academy.
Okay, but
so she's
now
selling a shit ton of shirts.
Okay, so ending that conversation with, she's also doing voiceovers. Like
voiceover, she's done a bunch of Netflix films where she matches the voice. She just did ADR for Escape Room, for the lead in Escape Room.
Okay.
And she's come damn close to some damn big animation jobs.
Okay, Scott, let's get back to you.
All right, go on. I appreciate that.
I find you very funny. There's these videos that you do on his Instagram and Facebook, Scott Parkin.
America's Commercial Actor.
Yeah, can you just do one for these guys really quick for anything that you find here?
You know, when you think about it, it's all about food. Our country loves food. We never can get enough of it. Plates full, large plates, bigger plates, extra large. It doesn't matter. We love food. So get out there, America, and get some food.
See,
so,
but he can always do it.
It's a lifetime of going, wow, that's great chili. You know this shit we do.
I know.
Wow, those are just $2 for a 3-piece box. I'll take 5. You know, so I mean, it just sort of sticks.
You see what I'm saying with Scott? You are always an audience member when you're hanging out with him.
No, I don't think that's true.
No, that is very true. Scott.
I enjoy yours. You always have such an interesting I like your last interview when you're listening to your comedian friend and you're sort of looking out this way, but the wheels are turning because you're spitting stuff out that's absolutely relevant and on point, but you're not looking at it. You're like, you have a shorter version or something like that?
Yeah.
Like win me back.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Scott, here's a question that came to my mind this morning.
All right.
What was your favorite day in Hollywood?
I got several. Just got goosebumps. I got several, but probably my most favorite was sitting on the couch at a voiceover studio, waiting for client approval for 3 hours with Martin Sheen watching the U.S. Open.
Did you hang out with him and talk with him, or just watching him?
Talk with him the whole time.
What did you and Martin Sheen talk about?
Oh, dude, we talked about Apocalypse Now, how nobody there knew how to surf. And one of the gaffers was one of the guys they used for the surf, and how jumping out of the helicopter. And we talked about his son went to Santa Monica High, and Miranda was at Santa Monica High. Talked about the U.S. Open when he was a caddy in 1958.
Okay.
Jack Nicklaus was the, I
no,
mean,
that's great. I love it.
In The Departed, he didn't get that role originally, which I loved him. At the time, that was fairly recent. And I said, I just love that film. And he said, I didn't get that. I wasn't the guy. The guy that was originally was an Irish guy, and his son had passed away, and he just couldn't put the bottle down. He was just incredibly depressed. And so, he just finished Spider-Man. He said, I just finished Spider-Man, and they called and they said, they want you in New York. And I said, I just finished Spider-Man. He says, it's Martin Scorsese. He says, I'll be there in the morning.
Yeah, I would too.
So, and he killed that role.
So that was your favorite. That was one of your favorite days in Hollywood.
I mean, my favorite was watching my best friend win the art show, win the People's Choice Award for a show he wrote about my life.
Gary Unmarried.
Being
starring
Jay Moore. And really starring Paula Marshall in my mind. Marshall.
And you helped write it, correct?
I wrote on it. I didn't write the pie. I wrote.
But it was based on you.
It was based on me and her, and being a single dad and getting after I divorced, I was like pretty much a mess. And it took me a long time. It was like for a year and a half, I didn't really do anything. And then I started going out and I fell in love. And my friend said, what's it like? I said, I have no idea. Last time I was single, I had a futon, a plate full of pot, and a pool. And now I have a daughter, an angry ex-wife, and a mortgage. He's like, go on. And I don't know how, I really like this girl, and I don't want to scare, so that watching that and walking onto the floor and standing next to James Burrows pitching jokes, that's a pretty goddamn good day in my book.
Yeah, that is a good day.
Oh, I'm sorry, I cussed.
No, hey, listen. Oh. Tell me this.
All right.
Hollywood for you right now, what's it like?
It's over there. I live in Venice, and I live a mile from the beach, and I spend a lot of time with her. I'm Hollywood adjacent. I jump.
I'm not really talking about the land of Hollywood. I'm talking about the business of Hollywood.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm a commercial actor.
Sure.
I write. I'm really good at writing for TV. If people give me a chance, I've written for a couple pilots. I would love to be over there more, but I'm very glad to have a house and enough money to keep her in art supplies and food. I'm hoping that I get my dream was to be on a sitcom, and I keep dancing around it. I did a couple pilots that came. God dang, you saw Hotel Security.
Yes, yes.
And you know, you've seen some of the stuff. I've come really close.
Scott, let me tell you something. Here's the way I'm going to end this.
All right.
I really believe that you should have already been on a TV show, but I say that because, but I'm saying this because I really do believe one day you will be a series regular on a network television
I hope so,
show.
buddy. I want to
because
play
you're
a boss
so talented.
or a lawyer or an ex-senator. I like playing characters who are absolutely certain of their skills when they have zero.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like that. We should have a cop show.
We should have a cop show. We'll work on that next.
All right, fair enough.
Scott, you are so awesome, man. I
Dude,
really
thank you so
appreciate
much.
you coming over here and doing this. Now,
My pleasure.
he has to leave early because he has a callback.
A callback.
Now, a callback for a commercial.
Correct.
Are you excited about this callback? Is it one of those things like...
I am. No, I'm
why
excited.
are you excited about this callback?
Because I get to audition with my daughter.
Oh, okay.
It's about soccer.
Okay.
And it's a big, fat, double scale.
Double
thing
scale jobs are the best. That means they
Yeah.
pay residuals times 2.
based on your thing. Yeah. I'm just glad to be. I love soccer, and she and I had season tickets for 6 years when Beckham got to town. So it's not a really funny spot. I really like to do really funny things because you want all your friends to see you be funny on commercials. So, but I'm just glad to get it. I'm always thrilled. I'm 57, and when I do short films, I'm the youngest guy on the cast by about 15, 20 years.
Sure.
I'm just glad to still be dancing at the party.
Can you finish us up with a disclaimer of any type?
Hey folks, remember, if you download this and subscribed, don't share it. It's not available in Tennessee. No overnight camping, no bottles, no shivs, no knives. And remember, if you don't buy from Clint, we both lose.